Here we go.
Yo, what is up, guys? Collector Joey here, back again with another Cop or Drop episode 81. 81 episodes. Man, that's crazy. I say it every time because when you get to the 80s, it's kind of like a lot. So appreciate everybody already being in here. I already see y'all in the chat. It's awesome to see y'all here. Whenever you do come in here, make sure you hit that like button. Last live stream, I asked a lot for some likes. And we got them. We almost had 50 likes. Usually we're in like the 30s or so like that, but we almost hit 50 likes, which is really cool. A lot more. I think there was like 100 more views. So when you do hit that like button, it does work. It helps the stream get out there. So you have more people to talk to in the chats and more people will recognize the show if you like it. So that's the only thing we ask for. But anyways, guys, we're going to get to it. We're going to announce our panelists. And I will say that today, Danny could not make it. So that's okay. There's still going to be four of us. We do have Mr. Austin. You ready, Austin? You good? You good? Awesome. We have Austin right here. What is up, Austin? Thank you so much. Everybody missed you.
What's up, man? I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
Glad to be back. And we got some things to talk about tonight. Maybe some more.
I'm hoping I'm putting all my poker chips on this. Of that Artisan Anakin to release.
We'll see if it releases. We'll see if it releases tonight.
That'd be so cool during the stream. That would be like one of the coolest things. But
I'm a little bitter.
Yeah, bittersweet.
But
yeah. So next person we have. Oh, thank you for being here, Austin. Sorry, I forgot.
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
80 episodes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is nutty.
We're gonna do a cool giveaway at 100, y'all. We're gonna do a cool giveaway. But let's get Zio in here. The dude with the hair, that guy.
The dude. 81 episodes to be clear, Austin.
81.
Bro, insane.
81.
Insane.
Crazy,
what's up, man? Yeah, it's good to have Austin back. Definitely.
It is.
Excited, man. I think we have some great topics for tonight, dude.
Yeah.
I'm literally about to check the topics.
Wow. I mean,
Austin never does his homework, man. He's got a C- in my class right now.
It's okay. He makes up for it. And then of course we do have a awesome special guest with us today. I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen him, but it is kind of his first live stream. So we're gonna bring him in the chat. We got Raphael in here. Raphael's 16 Studio. How are you doing today, my good sir?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Joey.
Hey.
This is the panel. So happy to be here with you guys. And yes, my first stream. And what can I say? I think I did a bit more preparation than you, Austin. I actually looked at the topics beforehand.
Yeah.
No, Joey. I think before we even start, big shout out to you for always mentioning me on your streams. And I think you're the first guy who actually, text me on Facebook about some of the dioramas and stuff that I've been doing. So really appreciate you guys and the support. And
I think.
That's how we found out about you, Raph. Is Joey for a few weeks now. Just been talking about you showing up dioramas. Man. He sent me a few of them via text, and I was like, "Oh, shit!"
I was actually on FaceTime with Joey when we were looking at one of your projects. It was Saturday, Sunday, one of those days. And we were on FaceTime, and I taught Joey how to screen share. By the way, I just want to myself.
And I was like, bro, look at this. And it was the Joker diorama. I was like, dude, he's like showing some fire. And as we're asking you questions and things like that, we're going to show your Instagram and everything. So people can see where to find you, because I think dioramas are starting to make a comeback. And I mean, from here, you can see that Superman one is insane. I mean, it's wild. I love it. Looks so good.
I think Joey, I just want to try and get the best display that I can. I mean, these figures are so phenomenal as it is, but always trying to make the display a bit better and just, give that wow factor. When I look at my own display, sometimes it puts a smile on my face, which is a good thing, So yeah, always trying to do something new, and I'm very new to this, I must be honest. I've only been doing these dioramas from like November last year, with the Predator being my first one in the corner there. And it was just by chance. I was literally watching the Predator, I think, and I was like, it'd be cool if I can put this guy in a jungle setup. And one thing then led to the next, and started playing around with electronics. You saw with the Joker with the flames, and I mean, there's just into creativity, and there's always new skills. And for somebody who got no artistic background at all, I'm learning every day. So I'm glad that you guys are seeing some of the work that I'm putting out there. Initially, it like started off as a hobby, but I think now it's starting to consume my life, which is.
Have you done? I think you said you've done a couple commissions, but it's mainly for people like over there, right, where you're from.
Yes, correct. I've done one for one guy in the States. He wanted a bat signal from Robert Pattinson's The Batman. So I did one for him, and I got I know, Joey, you wanted one, so I got your one right here on my desk.
Oh, there it is.
I just have to put a light in it, which is coming very soon. But
he's been giving me updates on this.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, that's that signal that Joey's showing off.
Yeah.
From the pictures, it looked amazing, and visually now looks awesome.
It does look good.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's almost ready, Joey. I'm just waiting for the LED to come through, and then I'll be sending it your way, and hopefully you're happy with it.
Awesome. I will be. I already know it.
Raph, where are you at? If you don't mind me asking.
Okay, so I'm formerly from a country called South Africa, and now I live in New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand, Middle Earth.
Wow.
So, that is awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
by the way, awesome shirt, man. That shirt looks amazing.
Oh, it does look cool. I was
waiting until we went live, but man, dude, that Falcon looks sick on that picture. And
cheers, man. Cheers, Zio. Yeah, no, if any of you guys are ever in this part of the world, please hit me up, and be glad to have you over.
Yeah, cool. with this collecting Hot Toys and everything, there's people everywhere. I mean, it feels like we're all spread out. Pretty good.
I mean, that's been the cool thing for me about traveling. I feel like everywhere I get to go, I get to meet somebody.
Yeah,
that's one of the coolest things about this.
Yeah,
it's fire.
So we're going to ask you, Raphael, your first question, and then between the questions, we'll say hello to the chat as well. So the first question I have is, when did you start collecting? And I guess, of course, you could say the things that led up to 1/6 collecting, but mainly like 1/6 collecting.
So believe it or not, 1/6 collecting, my first figure that I received was August 2023. So very, very new to the game. And the first figure was the Battle Damage Mark 85 Iron Man.
Oh, that's a good start.
That's a great one.
Exactly. It's like one of the top 3 figures, in my opinion, from a head sculpt point of view and everything else. So I think when I had that in my hand, there was just no going back, But I've always, growing up, been collecting action figures. I remember having the original RoboCop 3 action figure. I think it's 1/12 scale. I mean, when you're a kid, you know nothing about scales. You just see these characters and how amazing they are. Then obviously I had the Turtles and a whole lot of wrestling figures. But accessing 1/6 scale in South Africa is quite challenging because of the import duties and taxes that come with it. You're almost adding 40% to your normal sideshow price. So obviously this is much more accessible now here in New Zealand. I use Jeremy Casa for a lot of my figures. It's in day one. I mean, he's
awesome
just over, a fantastic guy in Australia. So so I've to answer the question, probably about just over 18 months now I've been collecting. Yeah,
good. Yeah, Jeremy Casa, I just started using him. He's pretty good, man.
Him. I'm from an efficiency perspective and just overall genuine guy to deal with.
I think Ricardo, he's like that too, where it used to cost. Well, it costs him a lot to get. I forgot where he's exactly from though. Do you guys remember? I want to say Brazil, but I don't think it's
Brazil
or Spain or something like that.
No, it's Brazil. It's Brazil.
And it's like his and he's a diorama creator as well. He, I think he said 60% for him. I think it's like it was insane, but. that's crazy how much how much they charge for it. I probably wouldn't even. I'd be like, I'm gonna have to get like 2 figures a year or something.
Yeah, man, it's a big difference in prices, right? Like, I think I'd be in the same boat. I'd probably be like at 1/3 of the collection, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's after BST groups, I'm sure. Like,
yeah. I wonder if is there BST groups? Do you think over there in the other countries? I think.
I don't know. Maybe
on Facebook, like
isn't there
not like an actual BST Hot Toys group, but like saying like Facebook, like people selling Hot Toys on Facebook.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey, Raph, I'm actually messaging you right now. I have a couple other buddies in New Zealand, and they're collectors, and I'm
okay.
I'm sending you their pages. Okay.
Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, cool.
They've been in it for a while, so if there's any kind of stores or anything or any BST groups or whatnot, they'll be able to help you out.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, the collecting community in New Zealand is it's a small country, so you can imagine the collecting community is even smaller. But always cool to interact with the new guys. Yeah,
cool. Shout them over to you on Instagram.
Yes. So we're gonna say hello to the chat real quick as we get started. We do have Jared here. Jared was here. That's an awesome picture, by the way. I love it. That Mando is amazing.
That's a great figure. That holds up.
It does. I wish I wouldn't have took the fat suit off though. But we got Curtis Booth here. Hey Joey, Austin Zio, Parker. I think he meant Danny. And everyone. I hope everyone's having a great night. What's up, coppers and droppers? How are you doing, MB Dyson? What is up, MB Dyson? Another channel. I think MB Dyson became a member over the weekend. I forgot. But shout out to MB Dyson and for the membership. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's see. What's up, Cop or Drop fam? Prince Hanma. What is up, Prince? How are you doing?
Prince.
Your guy. We're gonna meet
up
with him.
Meeting him up next month when we get together.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes, we
That's
will.
Gonna be fun, man. I've been wanting to meet him for a while. He's a huge Daredevil fan too.
Yeah. Hopefully we go to some stores, man. We went to some. Me and Gabriel went to some.
Wow.
Last weekend.
Wow. TFTI.
I know, right? Feel the burn. We got Austin here. Feel the burn. We have him. He's here.
Rob.
Everything's gonna be okay. Okay. Shout out to Feel the Burn. He's everywhere, man, in this collecting community. We also have Austin warming up the chats. Thank you so much, Austin. I know some people aren't here from Austin's chat as well. Valkyrie Magnus is here, another channel member. Good evening, Joey, Carlos, Danny, and Austin and friends. What is up? Thank you, Valkyrie, for being here. Told me he would be here today. Brick is here as well. Cop or Drop fam. Thank you so much, Brick. And check out his channel. Awesome guy there.
Man, I haven't streamed with Brick in. It's been a long time.
Yeah. It's fun streaming with Brick. You never know what's gonna happen.
He's a fun guy, man. Cool guy.
He is. DK is here. Another guy we need to get on the show. What is up, DK? Thank you so much for being here. Mike's Collecting Nerd Zone. If you guys haven't followed this dude on Instagram, you are doing yourself a disservice. This guy gets like every figure, so make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. And he gets customs and all that. So if you like custom figures, if you like The Walking Dead, that's the Instagram for you.
Mike just knows his stuff too.
Yeah, if you saw his room, yeah, he knows his stuff.
He's a real collector right there.
Yeah, that man. KT is here as well. What's up, guys? What is up, KT Collects? How are you doing? Another one of our TikTok guys and on YouTube as well. Check out his stuff. 12-inch Blue Stream is here too. Hello, community of collectors. That was number 79 for Artisan Anakin Quate in August 18th, 2023. So it looks like the time is.
Wait, is that when the queue was?
Yeah, it's been that long.
Whoa. I did not. Wow. Okay.
So basically, Raphael, almost whenever you started collecting that Anakin drop, and then it's barely coming out.
Damn, that's wild.
I can't believe it's been that long. I truly had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, And
I just hope for everyone it's gonna blow everyone's socks off, because if it's disappointing, you're gonna have a lot of disappointed collectors out there.
Oh,
it's gonna swing one way or the other. People are gonna be extremely happy with it, Raph, or they're gonna be extremely upset.
Okay. Yep.
So like, if it was disappointing, would you still cop it, Austin?
Dude, I don't think I'm gonna get it anyway. What are the chances?
That's what I mean. Like, like if it is a little disappointing, I feel like more people will resell it. So, would you jump on that?
I'm still cross my finger. We're getting another dark side.
Oh, we're 100% getting that. We're 100% getting.
Yeah,
100%.
So I mean, that's honestly what's helping me kind of get over the FOMO with this. Like, I'm actually pretty okay, right? I like joking and be like, I missed out on it. I'm really not too upset. I am really banking on an updated Dark Side Anakin.
Bro, a Dark Side Anakin with some like really nice, like glassy, like freaking Sith eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something really fucking like that'd be worth like that difference for I don't know. Just a good idea.
And episode 3 comes out in theaters next month.
I think it's
perfect time. Perfect time.
Yeah,
I'm saying, man.
We get episode 3 in theater, and we get Andor season 2. So it's gonna be a month full of Star Wars.
It's gonna be a nice month.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you, Moose, for that. About to go to bed soon. I'll catch a replay. Thank you, Mike. I know you will. Let's see. I say stormtroopers are awesome, Austin. Yes, they are.
Bro, those troopers are so sick in person.
Let's see.
Well, you're doing that. I'm working on a new setup on this side of the room.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, you sent me that. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how I end up getting it. Hopefully good this weekend.
It's gonna be fire.
I think you're echoing again, Austin. We have a Gnarly Chaplin. What is up, Artisan Anakin? Let's go. I know, right?
I like that name.
What? Gnarly Chaplin?
Yeah, I like the name. Yeah.
Sultan Time. What is up saying? Yo. Draw the Line is in here as well. New name. Really hoping Sideshow gets their Anakin figures in close to the official announcement. Yeah, that's going to be something that I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. That's going to be very interesting to see how long it takes us to get it, because on that container we all saw looked like there was a lot of figures already ready to go.
Sure, they need to, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We've been waiting.
Aiden's collection is here as well. What is up, Aiden? We had Aiden on a few episodes ago. Awesome guy. Make sure to follow him.
Yo,
Echo. No, you're good now. I don't know why. It just comes and goes. Yeah.
He's just picking on you, bro. There's no echo.
Yeah.
Just messing with me.
Brad's here, another channel member. What is up, Brad? How are you doing? All right, I'm gonna save my place right here. Hopefully I can find that place again. But we're gonna ask Raphael another question. Okay. So we're gonna ask him this one. When did your passion for making dioramas start?
Geez, Joey, that's an interesting question. That's probably a couple of months ago, hey, when I was looking for ways to make the display a bit better. I think like all collectors, you start off without having like a real plan in mind, and then as you start getting your collection, things start going the way you want it. You start curating. I mean, I'm sure you guys bought figures that you regret buying and you ended up selling. I went through the same motions, these impulse buys. And but I remember one specific video, Joey, and this is a true story. It was one of your videos.
Yeah.
You did a Mando diorama.
Yeah.
And I watched that.
That was my first video.
Wow, that's old.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So I remember watching that and thinking, you know what? You made it seem so easy. Why not have a crack at it? And then with the amount of resources we have available on YouTube and tutorials and stuff on Reddit, it's the most difficult part is just getting the idea of what you want to do. Yeah. And once you get that idea, then just putting it down becomes a matter of just time and finding a practical way to make it work. So and I think for me, it's about just creating a memorable scene from a movie or something to just bring the figure to life. And that's pretty much what I've tried to do, and hopefully got a bit better in each diorama that I started making, and I make it like a personal goal to learn some new skill or do something new in each diorama. So you'll never see two of the same things. The next
I will
one
say
I'm
your
working on.
dioramas are very, very different from each other. I like that.
Yeah,
You said the first one was the Predator one, right?
Predator, yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Great.
This is Ralph's channel, y'all. Raphael's channel right here. So make sure you guys subscribe. I'm gonna flip through some of these, Raphael. While
look, this week with the new Deadpool dropping in the I think it's the Japan exclusive, I realized, you know what, I'm going through this motion. Do I really want to get it, or do I love my current Deadpool? And I just started playing around with him and just doing a few pictures. I mean, he's such a fantastic character to just do all weird stuff with, you know. I mean, this one here, through the lens, I mean, Zio, you can relate to this. Through the lens, I was actually laughing just looking at this one, right? I mean,
that's so funny. We literally, my wife Isis and my brother-in-law just finished watching this series this week and this weekend. So it's so funny that we're looking at this picture now. And then I think it's just funny, like it's full circle. We saw that Deadpool, you know, battling version has been just recently announced, so it's like it's all coming back together here. So that is pretty cool, though.
Hey, Rap, before we get too far, I got a question. Which Predator movie is your favorite?
Sure. I think honestly, it has to be the first one. It was just so unique, and honestly, the second one was good as well. But then when you start hitting the Alien versus Predator lines, it got a bit strange, put it that way. But for me, it's the original Predator that just takes the win, right?
Look, I'm one of those people. I love Alien versus Predator.
Yeah,
love it. But like Dutch, I mean, come on, like Arnold in that movie kind of reinvented that action hero genre. Really made it mainstream in the 80s, right? Matt, awesome. That's a good choice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new one that they're currently filming actually here in New Zealand at the moment. So I'm hoping it's not going to be disappointing. And
is that Prey 2?
I don't know what that is. It's an untitled movie for now. Okay. Yeah.
Probably.
Look, probably the Predator 1, my favorite. I enjoyed Prey as well. I think Prey was really trying to go back to the original Predator storytelling versus just, you know, brutality and killing. So I enjoyed Prey.
I really enjoyed Prey. I went into it pretty low expectations because like that was our first Predator movie since Disney acquired Fox. Yeah. And then it was straight to streaming, you know? So like it was a twofold of like I didn't know what to expect, quite frankly, you know? And it blew me away. I absolutely loved it. Rachel loved it. I thought it was beautifully shot. It was great.
Yeah.
And the tie-in was fun. Wasn't expecting
exactly. And I mean, the guy's name there was actually Raphael as well on the gun that was written.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how I remember that one.
It was that the revolver, right?
The revolver.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Man, this one looks really good too. I love this, even though it's 12 scale. It looks amazing.
So I actually got. This was a commission job from a dude here in New Zealand that told me he wanted something for his Spider-Man, a rooftop thing, and I just started googling some images of New York rooftops, and everyone has this little water silo on the top of it. So I figured let's just give it a shot. But it really, I'm quite proud of this one. It really came out quite nice.
It did.
I was gonna say though, like even though it is 112, it works well in many circumstances, even with 1/6 scale, both on the level of photography, because you're playing with perspective, in the perspective that a water tower at a certain distance would seem about that height compared to the actual figure. But then also if you put it like behind a DTOF, like with an acrylic riser, like you could really make it seem like it's, you're creating like this illusion that it's far away. You know what I mean? So it works so well even with 6 scale figures. I think it's a great prop for somebody to have, even in that scale, especially for those people that do photography, because you can always play with perspective, and it's such a cool prop, man. Water towers are awesome.
They are.
And New York has a lot of them. We saw.
They do. This is one of the ones too. I mean, this one was so cool too, man. It was amazing.
So for this one, Joey, I have to give a shout out to our boy Luke Christian, who's always on the channel.
Yeah, he's
such a good he's such a good dude. I mean, he's over in Australia. We just started chatting one day. We have a lot of similar. He's absolutely talented as well in painting and creating these dioramas. And he was just jokingly saying, imagine if you could put Shai Halud in the actual DTOF. And that just got my brain working, saying, "Man, if I could actually do that." This is the final product.
Yeah, I love it. He's here too. Or well, he said he'll watch the replay.
Yeah, I said, "Hold my beer."
Let's see any other. This one was really good too. I like this one a lot. The Batman one. I think there's it shows it right there. Man, that's awesome. I love how you just make them fit in the DTOF because basically everybody has a DTOF. So.
I really enjoyed making this one. I think I watched the movie like 3 times to get the design of the floor right. You know, where he talks about the real change and that sort of thing. And
that's cool.
This was an interesting one to do.
The floor looks great. All of it. Yeah. See, is this the one you made, the jungle one?
That's the first one. That's like the first one.
That looks good.
That's brilliant. I love it.
Something that like I've had like my fair share of like making dioramas at times, and I've bought a few dioramas here from different artists, you know, from all over. But something that I always admire is the texture of the ground, the grout, like the mixture, and like just visually stunning. Like from what I see in this picture is the quality of the ground on this picture, because it's not easy to make. You know, like the plants, it's a little bit like, you know, I know you can like get some from different places and stuff like that, but the ground itself, it's not the easiest thing to make. Like it's not the easiest thing to make to make it look that good and realistic, and also to scale, because that's also very important. Like you don't want to get these big rocks that don't really fit in, and also makes it hard for the figure to stand. And that's actually, I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't pay attention to until you have it in hand. And so like for anybody that's interested, always keep an eye out. And like you could see here in Raphael's like work that it just looks like really good quality. It just from what I've experienced. Yeah.
With this one, Zio, I can tell you everything here, obviously apart from the plants, were made using items that were just destined for trash. The actual base itself is just a polystyrene little block that I got from, I think, you buy a TV, it comes with packed with polystyrene, just cut it up, use it there. And what I use for the actual ground texture, believe it or not, is tea. I just took a couple of tea bags, all different types, cut it up, and got like a vanilla tea and a couple of others just to get different colors, and it just worked fantastically.
That's crazy. Look, and I know Joey knows this because when you make dioramas, and even Austin's made a few dioramas. I know he made a diorama for his Sam, right?
Definitely, but
one of the things that I just freaking love about this hobby is that you end up buying the most randomest things ever, right? Like the first time I bought a drill. I was like I don't know, I think I was straight out of high school. I was in college. I bought a drill so I could install shelves to, and you start buying all these things for this hobby. And it's so funny because like along the years, like we're going through these things and like people are like, yo, I need this. And I'm like, and I go check my diorama cabinet that I have somewhere in the house. There it is. Tissue paper. I need tissue paper for a party. I had tissue paper for it when I used to ship the dioramas and stuff like that. And it's just so freaking hilarious. Like the things that sandpaper, like the randomest things. Tweezers. Yeah, dude. Like wire cutters, like all these things that like one day you need as a full adult, you're like, my toys help me get this. You know what I mean? So, it's hilarious.
So I actually got a bag. I got a bag here that's supposed to be a tool bag, but it's my diorama bag with a whole lot of tools in it. Nice. And I've never used a soldering iron before, and there you go. I got one in here that I've used with the Joker. And
I love that too, man. Yeah,
all sorts of stuff there.
This one was really cool too. You can see this behind him too, behind you.
Yeah.
That one looks amazing. I love how it looks like it's like raining or something.
Hey Joey, you should go in the chat and look at Bryant in the comments.
Oh,
giving Raph some good praise.
Oh, okay. We got. Oh yeah, I do see. Yeah, Brian. What is that, Brian? Brian Wong from Maju
What's up,
Space.
Brian?
Our guy. What is up? What is up? Thank you so much for being here, Brian.
So he also has another one saying, Raphael, maybe we can collab and I can sell your work.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would be nice.
Oh, Brian. Yeah. Definitely.
I don't know. Do you know what Maju Space is? You know what Maju Space is, right, Ralph?
Yeah. I actually made an inquiry once with Brian. I think it was to get one of those module cases, and unfortunately, the shipping cost was more than the actual case coming to New Zealand.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But man, and I know Brian uses like maybe with like displays for whenever he goes to cons and things like that. That'd be cool too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks so good. Let's see if we got any more. I like it just like how you have it right now, just regular blue sky. Looks good.
Yeah. Again, it's going to what Zio said, just to create that illusion of him floating there. It's that's how I envision Superman when I think of Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's say hello to a couple more people in here that came while we were asking you some questions. Let's see. I lost my place. I thought I wouldn't. I think we're right here. We have TX Boy. What is up, TX Boy? Evening Collectors. Glorious day with Artisan Edition being released. I know. I mean, it had like not officially.
I know
yet.
Joey's got one eye to the left. Like, just keep an eye on Facebook.
I know. We gotta keep it. I'm literally like, oops. I keep doing this. I literally like put all my chips on it being released while we're on stream. So let's hope, guys. Maybe if you hit that like button, it'll come true. So we have Gabriel. What is the? Oh, this isn't the same Gabriel. But what is up, Gabriel? Hey, Raph. What is up? What is up? Is this one of your friends, Raph?
Yeah. I think this is the dude that is from New Zealand as well.
Oh, so cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Got some New Zealand in the house tonight.
Yeah. Jazzy's here. Say hello, ladies. What is up, Jazzy? How you doing?
Jazzy.
Let's see. Oh, another Gabriel, our guy Gabriel from over here in Texas. I hung out with him last weekend. Awesome guy. We went and got a bite, and we went to one of the stores over here that actually have a lot of Hot Toys, and I found the figure that I really wanted. And Gabriel was so nice to give me like 4 figures to review. So hopefully I'll review a couple of those, make a couple shorts with them as well. But shout out Gabriel, man. I have the Spider-Man behind me to review. I'm ready to review it. The 21 inches of Venom, whatever. I'm going to do it. Thank you, Gabriel, for that. Shout out to him. 12-inch Moose stream. I've been to New Zealand like 7 times. Dang.
Wow.
Damn.
Dang, Moose. Traveler over there. Clinton Martin is here as well. Angry Dog Hobby, what is up? How are you doing? We said hello to Luke. We have Collection Obsession, another guy that's been here forever. Let's see. What is up, Bernash? How are you doing? Awesome Collection Raph. Want to see Logan there next. Shout out from Canada. What is up?
Cool. Yeah, that's my boy.
Nice.
Hey, okay. We got SG in here as well, another channel member. Chris Santos, yo, what's up? Joey and Austin, what is up? MB Dyson, Civ is here as well. We see Civ popping up on my feed. We got Dirk Diggler stunt double saying that new Daredevil suit. I saw that. I think a lot of people saw it. I thought there's no spoilers, and I swear I've seen that thing shared everywhere.
I thought the same thing.
It's like everybody just said, screw it, we're gonna post it. Nobody cared. If it ends up being bad, collectors will still buy it because it's so rare. That is true, and it's Anakin. We're talking about, I think we're still talking about Artisan Anakin there.
Probably, yeah.
Keith Lee. I'm a little behind in the chat, so trying to get through them fast. We got Renz here as well. What is up, Renz? Awesome guy. Talk to him 24/7. Matt is here too. Always here every week. We got Big Dog Pound. Woo! In the building. The guy that says hello to literally everybody. So big contributor to this community.
A legend right there.
Straight legend. That is like Bigfoot legend, I guess you could say.
On that rarity.
Yep. Yomo is here as well. Another awesome guy that's been here from the beginning. We got Classy Thomas here as well. Shout out to Classy Thomas. We need to get him back on the show. What an awesome guy as well. Let's see. Sultan, I think we said hello to you as well. If I'm skipping past your chat, I'm so sorry. But I want to make sure we're caught up. We had Philip the Fool here as well. Another awesome longtime channel member as well.
And we get to hang out with him in person.
Yeah, that's right.
We did. And like I said, another longtime channel member. So if you do want to become a channel member, you can. I think the comment, I finally pinned it for the first time ever.
Him and Bloomer are also like running that 6 Kill collab group. So
I know.
Shout out to them, man, because that's hard to keep.
It is
hard to run that, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Y'all been doing a great job.
Hell yeah. Because I've been needing to produce in that chat. I need to.
I was on the one last time. This time I'm not even. I don't think I'll even get a shot for tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
slacking.
Kors is here as well. What is up, Kors? Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna ask the last question for Raphael right here. How many 1/6 figures do you have, and like what's the main IP you collect?
So I just counted them this morning, and currently there's 40 sitting in the collection. So I have this behind me, and then I got another in my main entertainment area with all my Avengers there. I got 40, and then I got about like 6 on pre-order, and something I'm very excited about. I hope it comes to life. I've got a commission coming in of RoboCop 2 Kane. That I'm working with a really good guy in I think he's based in America, and so he's doing that for me after the input and how I want this to look. In terms of main IP, I've kind of gone away from finishing up lines. I just think space is too much of a premium to waste on a figure that's part of a line but doesn't really resonate with me. So I kind of look at things that really mean something to me in my childhood, like my first shelf there with the whole RoboCop collection, Predator, Terminator, and just characters that I really love. So it's broad, it's spread. Unfortunately, Austin, I'm not the hugest Star Wars fan, but I do have Mando. Got Mando down there, one of my favorite characters. As you can see, I really like my new favorite line is the Dark Knight. I think all those characters that were released there off late, from the Armory to the Joker, have just been like Hot Toys have really upped their game with that. So that's pretty much in terms of my IPs. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Ethan is saying dioramas are key to the collection. I agree with this. I agree. It's sometimes hard to make dioramas in the Maju case, but if you have like the DF60s, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah. Eclectic is here as well. Always here every week. But we're gonna get started talking about a figure right now. I already put it down there in the chats. You guys can vote with us as well. Let's see. Let me add this. So we do have our channel members here. Just wanted to give a shout out to them because they are channel members and they basically pay for this live stream. And the reason why you guys see this in 1080p is because of them. So shout out to you guys all right here. And at the end of every single one of my reviews or anything, all these names will be shown up. So appreciate y'all. But like I said, we're getting to the first figure. I know this wasn't on everybody's radar, but this looked pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looked cool. I know, like, we're gonna lose a lot of people talking about it for a second. But Ralph, why did I keep saying Ralph? Raphael.
Yeah.
What? It's because my girlfriend has those two names in her family, so I'm like get them confused. Yeah. What did you think about this one? Was this a cop or a drop for you?
Look, I think obviously there's a certain market that is really into the League of Legends thing, and unfortunately I'm not too familiar with it. But I mean, looking at the pictures, Hot Toys have done a really good job with this figure, and I can see the appeal. It's just obviously not for me because it's not something that resonates with me. I'm familiar with the character, but not enough to sort of go all in on it. But I mean, geez, the figure looks fantastic. And obviously there is a market for it. Otherwise Hot Toys would not have went through the trouble But I don't think it was on anyone's radar. I mean, unless somebody else knows differently. But it was a bit of a shock, and I think one that many people will sleep on. But if it's your thing, then good for you.
It looks good. I mean, you would think that we get these Star Wars figures that are like at 1,500 to like 2,500 pieces. You would think that a piece like this was a little bit less than that, maybe like 1,000. You would think. I don't know, but they don't advertise it, so I have no idea. Austin, we'll go with you. What do you think about it?
Yeah, this is drop. I'm safe.
Yeah.
I'm safe on this one. Yeah, I just don't know anything about it.
Yeah, me either.
I like the props as a better looking base, more fun than a lot of other releases, so that's positive.
Where's the base at? Let me see. Where is it at?
The IC base.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that is cool.
That's fun. That's fun.
That is fun. I like the fur too. Like the fur's kind of everywhere on here throughout the whole costume. It's you can see it like right here, and then I think there's some even in her wrist as well, which is cool.
What is this? What is her name? What is this?
Ash. Yeah.
Ashay.
Boots
with the fur.
Boots with the fur. Yes, sir. That's what we said about the range trooper as well. Zio, is this somebody? Is a character you know, or is this a hell?
I would. That's up. No. I actually want to know if anybody in the like who copped this figure from our like community or in the chat or our friends that picked this one up, because I'd actually like to get their opinion about how excited they are about this character, because she does look incredible. Like they knocked it straight out of the park, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing here. This just gives me like the idea that Hot Toys could have gone into Lord of the Rings a long time ago and nailed a Legolas, or giving us a freaking Link from Legend of the Zelda. Like they're giving us this. Bro, give me a Hawkeye, man. Like, come on, man. Like a proper Hawkeye. So
that's weird.
I don't know.
I wondered. I bet they could have sold so many more Hawkeyes than they would have sold this one, and they would have made a lot more money.
A Link from Legend of Zelda.
That would do extremely well. That would.
Legolas. Like at this time, it's kind of like, all right, they could still do it, but I don't know. I just feel like
Also, anybody has like Pop Toys, Sub-Zero. This base in the road would be a fun accessory piece for it.
Oh, that would be a cool, nice piece. Yeah, man, that's really cool. I don't know. I'm blanking out on who else uses ice like that. I know your boy from
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, yeah.
Mr. Freeze.
No, not on the sand.
Oh yeah, not on the sand, but
yeah. I was trying to think of who else. Yeah.
It could work.
This base would also go good with a Superman figure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Fortress of Solitude.
That's good. That's a good call out.
Let's see, is there any more shots of the base? Oh yeah, you can kind of like move it around.
That looks better. See, I don't know if it's sandy or like icy. Like
I think it's icy. Look at it. It looks like ice right here.
The other color look kind of tan, didn't it?
I kind of want that for my Sub-Zero. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll buy it.
You don't need your Sub-Zero.
I'm not gonna buy the figure. Oh, look on Toy Anxiety for like $10. Hopefully I'll pop up on that.
He bought 40 figures last month. I bet.
Bro, 40 figures is a lot though, man.
Who's this? It is, man. When you start getting into,
especially when Raphael has to pay like an extra fee, that's a good ass amount of figures.
It's like this extra fee. An extra 3%.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, like that's a small fortune right there. We're looking.
We got Toy Quest 101 in here. What's up, everyone? What is up?
Miguel,
how you doing?
Miguel.
Appreciate you for being here as always. League of Legends, yeah. Joey loved the Joker review, and the pics are crazy nice. That subway display, yeah, that one was from eBay. That was a really fun one to acquire. I can't make it like Raphael, but I could sure buy it. So,
Joey, you can do it. You just need to try.
Yeah, I know. I don't have the time though. Yeah. Kind of. I don't know. Maybe if I put my heart to it.
I mean, you're gonna do your own touches on the subway scene.
Yeah. I think I want to. Yeah, I think I am over time though, like weather it a little bit and things like that.
Yeah, let's move on to the next figure.
Joey put the batteries on the diorama. Said he was a diorama maker.
It's already wired. It's literally an LED strip and just connected to some batteries.
Yeah, he you had to screw it together though, remember?
Yeah, maybe
he was over there he was over there trying to find.
I didn't even know how to do it.
Put it together.
Do that and either.
He basically built it, you know.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take this lady off the screen real quick.
Yeah. Next.
Let me end this poll. There was 22 votes. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. 9% cop, 90% drop. So,
is that the lowest? Is that the lowest we've had?
It might be. I think we've had a 5% before though.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy for the 9% that got a figure like this, because this is a very, very like rare chance, I feel like, to get a figure from this series, because like you can see the statistics are not there for the fan base. So to be able to grab a figure for those 9% that did like this series or do know this character, that's awesome, man, because that doesn't happen a lot.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
This base would go great with Hoth Han and Hoth Luke if they ever come out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would. All right, let's go to the next figure.
We
do have this guy right here. Now, this was a little bit of a sleeper. I think this one looked really good.
Definitely a sleeper.
Along with another sleeper was the Spider Punk. Oh, I guess not really. I mean, I think everybody thought that one would look good, and it delivered. But Zio, I'm going to ask you first. I know you collect a lot of Spider-Mans and things like that.
I do.
Was this something that you copped or you dropped, or?
This is something that I think I'm gonna eventually cop. I honestly think I went back to look at it and it was sold out. I think it's sold out.
Is it sold out?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's on a wait list.
Yeah.
So I did go back and look at it, especially because I did want that exclusive with this effect piece. But man, it does look really cool. And the only reason I kind of wanted this figure was because I kind of wanted it to make it part of the collection, more of like part of the reverse Zio like aspect of the room, and not so much to put it in the Spidey display. For photography, like that, this was just obviously like a dope figure to grab and shoot as well, and it would obviously go with my Miles because I have a bunch of those figures from there. But I really like the aspect of it being part of the room more than the collection,
because it has your colors. It's straight up your colors.
It like Reverse Zio, it originally was like a cyberpunkish idea, so like this is like right up that alley of like cyberpunkish look. So I really, really do like this. I didn't cop it in time, man. I didn't cop it in time. It's too much dropping at one time, but I think I'll eventually pick it up. I mean, like $20.99 wasn't on the list, and here it is.
Yeah, exactly. And with the diorama base too, I know the one that you made is kind of like this as well. It's like that thing that's like this.
Yeah, the little beam. But yeah, dude. I mean, this is such a cool thing. Like one thing that it's such a small detail, man, but the chains.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that.
Such a great texture to pictures, to the diorama itself. So like just having that extra element just creates a little bit more of depth. Like look at how the light is picked up on the chains themselves. It almost you get that you're able to bounce light differently because it has that metal material, so it just reflects it a lot better than like a matte finish bar or something like that. So yeah, man. I just, one thing that I do feel like from the one review I saw from our boy Figure Hideout, I feel like the LED lights are not that bright on the eyes.
Yeah, when he turned them on, they were kind of like
so I'd like to see how they look like in like if I'm gonna shoot this guy, if they'll look like that, or if you need to up the lighting on that or what, so we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Raphael,
I I think it's a fantastic figure. I'm not into the Spideyverse thing so much myself, but I think the figure itself with the light up gauntlets and stuff is phenomenal. And I'm just thinking about what a lovely diorama you can make with this, with a bit of fluorescent paint and these neon lights in there, pretty much like what you have behind you, Zio. I mean, I can see the appeal for this. Yeah, Hot Toys are really going deep into this line, and they're doing a good job with each one of their figures. I don't think there's been one disappointing Spideyverse figure yet. I mean, Spider-Punk was really cool. Obviously, that 2099, and now this.
You're right. I feel like they've all been really good hits, man. I
agree too. S Beam in the house. What is up, S Beam? Appreciate you for being here. Make sure you check him out live. I don't know exactly when. Let us know when, S Beam. I think it's Tuesdays, but I could be wrong. Let us know when you go live. Austin live over there. I know Austin catches that stream as well. I've caught him in there a few times.
Yeah, Mondays.
Okay. Sorry, Sophia's barking. Y'all can hear her. Let's see.
I'll go.
Yeah, Austin. Yeah. Let us know what you think about it.
I need to hear this from Austin.
Yeah, so I guess let me start off. Into the Spider-Verse is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. It's pretty near perfection for me. Hits on all cylinders, but I'm not gonna lie. Across the Spider-Verse kind of pissed me off. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be a part one. It just fell a bit flat, and then I still enjoyed it. I definitely don't dislike the movie. It was kind of a step backwards. It definitely wasn't one of those it wasn't like a Terminator 2 for me, where it had like legs to stand on its own. It's for sure one of those movies that it just sets up the next one, right? Yeah. So it's not going to be one of those where I just go back and ever watch that one. I say that to say I snagged Spider-Punk. Had to.
Nice.
Good pickup.
I missed out on this one on Sideshow only because I just didn't know if I didn't know if I actually want to continue this line because I didn't love the movie. I grabbed another Miles from the first movie, so I have a couple of them. But I still may grab this depending if William Wang has an extra one in stock. This is a huge maybe. This is a huge maybe right now. I'm told the guys this. I'm kind of like on a little hiatus on buying things besides some like must-haves. Like last week, snagging like Sideshow Pennywise. That was a must. This is for sure like a let's see what happens. And if I can snag it from William, I may do that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm surprised you got that Spider-Punk. That's cool.
I love Spider-Punk. Yeah. It's great in the movie. Outside the movie, awesome character, fun, unique. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to miss out on that one.
And he can be by himself, honestly. He can be.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, sorry, Carlos.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say it's just such a freaking dope character to fucking put a Bluetooth speaker next to it and just play some jams or something, man. Yeah. Like, it's just a cool character, man. So, good pickup, man. Good pickup.
I'm seeing some reports of the Deadpool. I saw Deadpool blogger photos are out, so that's gonna be.
I'm getting some reports of on your left.
On your left? What does that mean? What's that?
I don't know. Check your private chat.
Check my private chat. Let me see. Oh my god. Oh, on your. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. I didn't even see that. Look who joined us.
What's guys. Good, everybody? Yo. And then he pops on the right side. God damn it!
Wait, he just wanted to make an entrance. That's all it was.
God, he's like the last cast of the Doomsday Fierce. There he is.
What's up, everybody?
Yo,
nice to see you, everybody. Raphael.
Everybody.
That officially makes me Captain America, by the way, guys, because I'm the one that got that message first,
Yeah. Carlos for new Captain America. It's not working out for Anthony Mackie, so just give it to Zio.
I didn't see you, Danny, because
you're not wrong, man. Based off the box office, you're not wrong.
Hey, look, right now. When am I wrong? Okay, let's get real. Buddy. Raphael, I gotta say, bro. I know we're in the middle of talking about Mr. Prowler here, but fantastic dioramas. All right, I gotta commit something from you soon, dude. Brilliant.
Appreciate it.
Good to be here, everybody. I wasn't gonna come on, but I decided
Hey, sometimes you gotta
show
what
out
you
for
gotta
the
do.
boys, bro.
Yes, sir. I had the screen so small, so I couldn't see you on the in the waiting room down there. So
they were so surprised to see me.
And I was
They
like,
love me. Oh, thank y'all.
See, man.
Yeah. Nice.
Cheers, everybody.
Nice.
Non-alcoholic tonight. We're doing Coca-Cola. All right. Cheers.
Nice.
Coca-Cola.
I finished my Fresco already.
Dan, you want to give us some thoughts that you think about the Prowler?
Man, this is a really good-looking figure.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, prefer it to the other Miles Moraleses that they've made. Maybe it's just because this is like soft good materials, and you could pose this thing and not have to worry about what happened to, was it KT when he split Miles in two?
Oh my god. Yeah.
So the diorama comes with that definitely helps.
Yeah, I was about to say the diorama too looks really sick. Not to mention just the costume design. This is a really cool look. And I remember this being at least one of the standouts from the movie. I know Austin's not a big fan of this one, but a lot of other people didn't really care for Across the Spider-Verse. For me, just like last week with Spider-Punk, man, if I end up having the room to display any kind of Spider-Verse stuff, I think I would throw this in there with $20.99. You know,
Danny, those last 5 minutes, fantastic.
Dude, I don't know why, but like I get more chills out of the last 30 seconds than I do.
No, yeah, I mean that's kind of what I meant by like this movie it doesn't have legs to stand on its own. All it is just setting up that next movie, and I want that next movie.
I don't know.
It was supposed to be out. It was supposed to be out 1 year after the second movie, but of course, there's been some issues. We don't have that. I don't think they've even started.
Wow.
It's the animation, dude. It's because there's a lot of artists that work on these movies specifically, and because the animation style is so hybrid and so lifelike and so, very liquid, right? Like it moves a lot. I mean, this one took like 4 years to get made, so like, I think Sony was just biting off more than they could chew.
Yeah, they're also having some issues with the actors on cast, so we'll see what happens with that.
I very highly doubt that Haley Steinfeld will return as Spider-Gwen.
Well, they're for sure not going to be doing lines.
I don't think there's going to be a problem because usually for animated films, they're not in the same room. They're in like some recording booth.
Yeah, they're not going to be doing lines like that.
So
and definitely no press releases together, I'm sure.
Nah. This is cool though, dude. I like all the colors. It, for whatever reason, reminds me of Zeo colors. So,
yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. Yeah.
Right? Like it just like sitting here on this ledge right here would be so cool. Just sitting here on this fucking ledge right there. He's gonna be up there one day.
Wait. Hey, so Keith says doesn't stand on its own, and he's quoting me. You could probably say the same for most sequels, to be honest. Sure, but that's what makes some of the other ones standouts. Terminator 2, Aliens, Jurassic Park 2, Winter Soldier. Those are movies where I often go back and rewatch them specifically, right? At this point, I wouldn't go back and watch Across the Spider-Verse specifically. I would watch Into the Spider-Verse because it gives me absolutely everything I want from that character and from that movie. For sure, my feelings could change once we get the third movie. That'll tell a lot. But as of now, the point of the second one is to set up the third one.
Whenever the second one ended, I was like, dang, I didn't think it was going to end like that. I didn't think it was just going to like
dude, I know that shit was crazy. It just
the crazy thing is people stated, and I guess I missed out on it. People stated that they marketed it as a part one. And
they did.
Did they? Oh, damn.
I missed that.
Yeah.
So in theater, that was like a huge what the heck?
I just feel like the final act was just like they were about to start cooking.
Yeah,
so
I need
fucking good. And then they're just like, and it's not that they were about to cook and then they're like, like they didn't go out like slowly. They just cut. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like that, I think that's what like left that that
I was like bad. Still like watching it.
It wasn't like Infinity War where it like ended and you were like, you know what I mean? Like Infinity War, it was like it was a cut, but it was like you had to deal with like a heartbreak, and I feel like I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. This one just like
I don't know, bro. Zio, that's a stretch, brother. I remember very vividly the what the fuck from everybody as soon as Thanos is looking at the sunset and it just cuts to black. Everybody went no.
But I feel like, I feel like Infinity War they lost. Right?
Yeah.
In
You're in the middle of you were in the middle of the battle.
Like in this movie, in this movie, they didn't win or lose. They just cut. Like it just cut.
Give it some credit though. You got to remember. I think our memory on this movie is a little bit foggy, right? Like, think about it from this perspective, right? Miles thinks he's going home to save his father because he's like, oh shit, like I have to lose my father figure, or the one that teaches me most about responsibility, in order to really become Spider-Man. I need to go home and save my dad. He thinks he's home, ends up running to this motherfucker. Like, that's a good enough cliffhanger, dude. I feel like a lot of people forget that part. They're like, man, we got to wait so long for part 3.
And it's been an end credit scene.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The ending for me works just because it's very much like an Invincible style ending, where like it almost cuts, like the episode would cut as soon as two characters are about to fight, right? And
Randy, you and I have talked about how Invincible pisses it off with those wait times, though.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, think about how long we have to wait for this, man. Like for them, like there was no like decision like that where it ended and like you're like able to like, okay, like we lost. Like that's why I think Infinity War was so good, is because they lost. Right, like that hadn't happened before, and now you have to kind of live with that. And even the pause between Infinity War and Endgame, it turned out to be huge, right? Like it didn't even like resume right away in a couple ways, because I guess it like plays off many years down the line. With this, it's like if they played it off years down the line, it wouldn't make sense, because like they just cut off the scene and then they're just gonna freaking I don't know.
It kind of has to be a direct continuation.
Yeah, I feel like this one has to.
Also, I don't hate this movie, by the way. Yeah. The first one is
Austin hates this movie, confirmed. Like we know this, right, Joey?
I will say this, Austin. What? I hear more negative things about this movie from you than I do positive.
Huh?
Yeah, Austin.
I hear more negative things from you about this movie than I do positive.
I've never seen Austin make a fist until he starts talking about this movie.
Yeah, I have a lot of angst towards this movie, because the first one, dude, I can't really critique it, man. This one, I can critique it, especially with my expectations going into it, not realizing it, and then it ending the way it did, and then us, we probably won't get this for another 2 or 3 years, and that's if we get it.
That's insane, though, because it's already been like 2 years since this came out, right?
It's 1 year, right?
No, actually, I think
been longer.
Yeah, because the 29, if the figures are coming out now in Hot Toys time, that's been more than a year.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, I didn't think about it like that.
That's how we do math now. Yeah.
Oh, June 2023.
June 2023.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Look, see, that takes this movie down for me even more. Like, if we don't get that third movie, I'm not going to go back and rewatch Across the Spider-Verse as often. If I do, I'm gonna go into Spider-Verse.
And then Austin's gonna be more pissed if he goes to watch part 3 and it sucks more than part 2. Like, dude,
yeah. Like, to be fair,
to be fair, I mean, the wait time does add a lot of expectations for the third part.
It does.
I get it, but it's like, dude, sometimes, I mean, like Keith Lee just said there, it's not even 2 years yet. That's usually at least it used to be before Hollywood just started making us wait 4 or 5 fucking years in between every project.
Well, I mean, look at Daredevil, right? That's been 5 years since the last.
Okay, but that.
Wait. It's been 5 years. Look at the significant drop off in viewership. And granted, that one's kind of skewed too due to Netflix and the resurgence of being able to binge over time with that. So you've got to take that into account versus week by week.
Okay.
But numbers for Daredevil themselves aren't doing that well.
Okay, so
5 years is a long time. People have short attention spans.
So this is the issue with this movie, is that even though Infinity War, Danny said that Infinity War and this one like they both end the same way. Infinity War and Endgame were shot back to back because they were going to be released pretty much back to back in a couple ways, right?
Apart, right?
Yeah. And so was this movie. This movie was supposed to be, year apart from the sequel.
Yeah.
It was supposed to drop. I don't know if it was like late the same year, probably the next year. I can't remember anymore.
But it was supposed to be summer. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was supposed to be back to back. And that's where it sucks, because then we wouldn't have to have waited like however many years we're feeling now. And that's where it went wrong, I feel like, because by now we would have been talking about announcements from the sequel, and we would have been like, hey, but instead here we are talking about the figure from a movie that's almost 2 years. And so
yeah,
I mean, to be fair, that is the Hot Toys standard, though, Carlos. Like, typically, we're getting figures that are from properties from shows or movies that are a year or two old now.
That's what I just said.
I mean,
that's what I said.
We can't really complain. That's not Hot Toys' fault.
We're talking about the movie. No, we're talking about the movie.
I know.
We're talking about the movie, bro.
I know. But look, we shouldn't let that take away from how good that figure looks, though. That's definitely. Yeah. Definitely maybe a cop down the line if they do ever release the fucking third movie. Okay, come on now,
man.
Let's see.
Come on.
I saw a few people join up. Let's see. I saw Ben Thomas is here. What is up, Ben Thomas? Check out his shows on Sunday. What is up? And he was live before this with his open mic. So,
oh shit!
Appreciate Ben Thomas for being here. Renz also said he won again because he sent me the thing that we're about to look at real quick.
Oh, Renz always is winning.
He always wins, and I promise.
Play the lottery is what he needs to do.
Some say Joey's the Prowler. What's up, Hot Toys Hotline? I was streaming with him on Tuesday. Connor, thank you so much for being here. Joey G Zapata. God, wild. Oh my god. Sony will make it happen. It might be shit, but they will make the third movie. The third
to be fair, they haven't Sony. They don't have the best track record with Spider-Man movies, but they really haven't missed per se with the Spider-Verse ones.
Yeah.
So let's hope we get the third one.
I'm sure we will.
And for the Prowler, I'm gonna end the poll. For the Prowler, we got let's see, 77% drop and 22% comp.
Oh, awesome! That's a good amount.
Awesome. So we have this, guys. Look at this.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I'm not even.
I know.
Jazzy always saying some wild shit. Well, we got this guy right here, man. Already showing off that half head sculpt right there. Looking good, man. Looking good. I like this. This is the blogger photos just dropped for. I'm sorry, I didn't say it. For the Deadpool that's coming out, the Weather Deadpool. Take a look at it. Take a look at them real quick. I won't put Copper Drop, but we want to see some of these cool blogger photos, which they did a good job on. I think they look nice. Anybody still not copping it though?
I'm not gonna cop it. I think.
No.
I think that maybe it really depends on like what I'm going for in the display. Because the regular, I feel like a majority of people would prefer their Deadpools just non-battle damage, especially if you're just gonna get one.
Artisan edition Anakin bloggers just dropped.
All right, we're gonna take this shit off, and we're gonna go to the real deal.
Great! I was in the middle of my Deadpool talk, and y'all interrupted me. Star Wars. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna.
Are you not? You're not fucking with me, right?
Anyway, I mean, no.
Okay.
Definitely look up. Look, we've seen these photos of Deadpool.
All right, yeah, we have. All right. Oh shit. Okay.
We've seen videos of this figure.
I see it. You guys ready? Finally.
Oh,
put all my chips on this.
Oh shit.
Jeez. The hair doesn't look like how it did, but it looks like the Joker's hair, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Look.
Damn. Damn. Hey, everybody, like this stream. I see
Holy
that this.
Shit.
We're here, guys. We are here.
Dude,
we made it. All right. So make sure to like the stream, and we're gonna go through this
here. Posted
now.
The story.
Let's should we put Copper Drop? Oh, well, I guess everybody already did that already. So let's keep going. Let's go through some of these pictures now. Okay, looks pretty good actually. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. Damn. think everybody's just trying to look through them.
I'm trying to see if Joey's trying to convince himself.
That looks nice. I don't know. Am I trying to convince myself?
Wait.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't like that. The previous picture, I didn't like that one.
It doesn't look like how it did. It looked like more thin hair.
Go to the previous picture, like that one. Like, that one's off to me.
This one?
Yeah, I'm not digging this one.
It's a little too thick. You don't like the face sculpt? I think that
right here. Looks good right here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Let's see. I should have brought up the older ones. Why do his fingers look huge?
Yeah, I was about to say those fingers look a bit puffy there. Eh?
They do.
You got high blood pressure. You got them thick fingers.
Oh man. Okay.
That's those Jedi fingers.
Those have been stacked.
I mean, it's not bad. It just reminds me of Joker, but I mean, like right here, it looks good. I think it looks good there.
Okay, look.
Well, I guess Joey's the only one who can comment about the PO. I don't have this, so I'm.
Okay. Should I bring up the old or the prototype? Do y'all want to bring that up?
This picture looks awkward.
This does not look like the prototype.
Honestly, bro, the blogger photos, you gotta wait till in hand.
Yeah.
Bro, because these figures be looking different in different fucking lighting and different hands. You know, like it looks different everywhere. You know,
because there's a picture just like this.
Hair is definitely not what was on the PO.
Yeah. Like not really at all, honestly.
I don't remember what it looked like on the PO.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Were his hands that big in the PO too?
No, I don't think so.
His hair wasn't styled. I think those photos were just a bit rough. Here there's a bit, but I'm just looking at the Joker as well, and I can see it looks exactly the same except a different color. With the
I'm waiting for the dark side.
Okay, let's see. So I think I can bring two screens on here. Yeah. So this is the. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, I don't know. Can I do the side by side?
Yeah, do the side.
Okay, there we go. All right. How do I do this?
Hey, Joey, while you're doing that, Moose said Artisan Joker has big hands. Is that true?
I'm not. I don't know.
It does have big hands. Yeah, it does have big hands.
Okay, let me try to get
looking at it
side by side.
Oh, the hair is quite a bit different.
Yeah, it's hard to get. It's hard on Mac to get it like this.
As of now, the color looks different.
The color is the big thing. I feel like that is. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know how
his hands were huge in that picture, though. I'm not gonna lie. Right there, the hands are massive.
Let's see if I do this, and then let's see if I do.
The dude got one hand, Carlos.
Yeah.
You got one hand.
You're right.
Let's see.
You're right.
Okay, so that's what the hair should look like. Let's see.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, this looks good. I like that, but it does look like it has like that noodly hair a little bit.
Do they have the same picture as the one on the left that you have right now, like a face to face like that? That looks like Luke right there.
That was a badass picture, though.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. The hair looks off on these pictures.
Zoom in on that. I want to see that side of the portrait.
I can't zoom in anymore. I'm already zoomed in all the way.
And they blocked you.
Yeah. I can actually download them and we can zoom in on them.
I mean, Carlos is for sure right. Like the big tell will be once we see this in hand.
This looks good. Yeah.
Damn, man. You know what? Obviously, I'm just like.
Oh, good. I feel good not having this right now.
You know what? You know what it feels like? It feels like they kind of used some of the episode 2 like sculpt on this more than they did the episode 3 for some reason to me, man.
Yeah, hair's a lot darker. I see you saying that in there.
What? It looks more like the Hot Toys Clone Wars one than episode 2 to me.
I like this right here.
Mid-ass release, man.
Cat.
Mid-ass.
Why is it mid?
It looks nothing like the prototype. The hair is darker. The face shape is different. But he also looks more proud too. Like, huh?
Should we just pull up an actual picture of Hayden Christensen instead of the prototype? Wouldn't that be a bit better? Or are we going off of the differences between?
Oh, I think they had a picture kind of like this. Let's see.
Yeah, I think the Hayden Christensen would be like a better thing because honestly,
look,
sometimes if you squint your eyes, the one on the left looks like an actual like movie still like promo image that they do when they're filming a movie. The one on the right looks like a Hot Toys figure. Yeah. I shat all over the original prototype, and now that I'm looking at the actual blogger photos, I'm like, dude, the announcement was a lot better.
Any question? Like, you know, every time we talk about like the prototype and then like upon release, we're always talking about like a 10%-ish like degradation.
This isn't easy ass like 30%.
I was gonna ask, like, okay, 30%.
Easy 30% for me. I don't know about y'all, and I know there's gonna be Anakin, you know, dick riders out there. They're gonna be like, bro, this is the best thing ever. And I'm like, I mean, to be fair, dude, to me it's just like they yet have perfected the look of Anakin from episode 3, and I'm sure that there's gonna be more to come. And I think like they do that on purpose.
I think the sculpt looks good. I'm more looking at the hair, honestly.
I think the sculpt is good. I think
the hair looks dark.
The hair is dark and it's just not as, I don't know what the word is, like
it's the neck to me right there on the right side. It looks like it's very short neck in some of these.
It also looks like he has.
That looks cool.
I don't know.
I like that.
It's
just to the dark side.
To me, dude, like if you put this one, like I'm trying to think, like y'all are talking about the proto image, y'all talking about pulling up an image of real life Hayden Christensen from this movie. I'm thinking back to the original release of not Darkseid Anakin, just Anakin from this movie. Like I always say, man, your eyesight, right? When you're looking at your collection, there's people out there that have a Darkseid Anakin. They're gonna put this right next to it, and you cannot sit there and lie to me and tell me that you notice a difference from your eyesight, looking at it from your bed or your couch or wherever you have your figures. Like kind of like where Raphael is right now. You turn around, you see those figures. If you had this one in the original release, you gonna be able to tell the difference?
Wait. Is your argument if you're 10 feet away and it's in a?
I didn't say 10 feet away. I mean, hell, even me, dude. I'm like literally like 2 feet away, and it's, you know what I mean? Like,
I would guarantee you very much can see a big visual difference between this and the older release.
I agree.
Maybe,
too, man. I agree too, especially when you see your figures quite often.
Dude, that's 4 feet.
To be fair,
this is an iconic character too, man. This is an iconic character too, man. It's not like not like some random ass person too. It's like
this is also coming from somebody who has had this previous version of this character on the shelf before. You know, I ain't just talking out of the ass. This is somebody who looked at the figure for quite some time. Like, to me, I don't think I would be able to tell the difference. And if you had your friends over who collect, maybe if they're Hot Toys enthusiasts, you know, like us truly.
Dude, I feel like I could see the difference between the In-Art Joker and the fucking Hot Toys Joker.
Well, yeah, that's
and those are two like very premium figures. These are like way many years apart too.
Wait, Joey will have it. So
what? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll let you know. I'll be taking pictures of this thing, getting the head close, the head sculpt real close up.
Also, we also have to keep in mind too. This will most likely look different as well in hand versus what we're looking at right now.
This is probably my favorite. My favorite photo.
This will be 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, just the hair's off to me. The way his face is okay. It looks like it's modeled after the poster for the movie, but
it looks just like the Joker hair, like just parted in a different spot instead
it's
of
textured the same way.
Yeah,
right. It's the texture. It's the texture is the same as the Joker. I think the Joker probably has a little bit more of what's the like? I don't know.
What's up, Blue? How are you doing, Blue?
Like hairsprayed, more like the Joker's a little bit more hairsprayed. I think clustered together. This one's still a little bit more separated, but.
So
Anakin got some mitts on him. God dang.
You said for like the Joker, it was something about the part that you didn't like, or was that the end? There was something with like the peak or the part, right?
Crap, I forgot now.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that on the In-Art one, it was like orange.
No. Oh, okay. I thought it was the Hot Toys the InArt one. You didn't like the part in the hair. I was going to ask you how is this?
Wherever it falls down to his face, he has that emo look to it.
Yeah, I was curious, like how is this looking?
This one's better because it's not falling straight down. It's actually going back.
Got it.
It's actually away from his face.
With rooted hair like this, I still don't exactly know what I'm looking at other than visually just judging it off like my memory of like Hayden or the movie or something.
Moose, I'm so sorry. I forgot about this because the Anakin dropped right at time. But Moose with the $10, appreciate you so much. Moose. Breaking stream news on Saturday, March 29th, 12 p.m. EDT. I don't know what time zone that is, but EDT, YouTube's Figure in a Bubble. We've had him on the channel before. Yeah. Channel is what is it? Epitome of action figure content with the first official episode of Moose and Me. I saw that the Moose and Me. Y'all put funny pictures as that Moose and Me thing. So
I think I missed that.
Yeah, it was them both. They both had funny faces on. Be warned as fuck. Is that what it said? Be warned. AFs will be discussed. Okay. I bet that's going to be with Figure in a Bubble and Moose together on a stream by themselves.
That's dangerous.
That's a must see. I think that's a must see.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Combination is dangerous.
I will say things will be said on there that might be a little rough. But make sure y'all check it out. Figure in a Bubble. I'll share it too for you, Moose. I'll share it. But appreciate you for being here.
Definitely will tune in.
Hell yeah. And you get one of these for that as well.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Hell yeah. But like I said, appreciate you, Moose. My bad. That Anakin discussion just hit hard.
Let's go Dark Side Anakin. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah. What do y'all think? Y'all think they'll drop a Dark Side?
100%. 100%.
Can we have enough?
100%.
Can we not? It's literally just a change in context. It's the same fucking thing.
Hey. God, man, not a Debbie Downer.
Dude,
it's okay. I'll give you a pass, though.
I'll give you a pass. Sixth Anakin Skywalker in the last 2 years.
Let's talk to somebody cooler. Raphael.
Yeah.
Are you thinking anything else? Do you got any more thoughts about it?
I think because it's an artisan figure, in hand, I'm keen to see I mean, Joey, you're going to get this right. I'm keen to hear about the tailoring on it and the material that's being used on it to see the quality in that. Because, I mean, again, it's 30% downgrade. We just discussed. What percentage upgrade is it from the past versions? And I think that's you'll only be able to tell that in hand. To your point, Austin. If you look at both figures, does it warrant the increased cost versus the original one? How much of a difference is it? There's going to be more Anakins coming out.
So, Raph, the really cool thing is we have somebody on the panel, Joey, who's going to have both in hand. So we'll actually be able to see those, and hopefully we can see it in person whenever we go to his house. So.
Yeah. Hopefully, y'all when y'all come over, I'll have it in hand already. That would be really cool.
Let's cross our fingers, man.
A lot of product in this hair, and he didn't have that kind of hair, but I still like it though. I still like it, and like a few people I've already seen said, if you want to give up that pre-order, you always can, but I don't think anybody will. I think this one's still going to sell very well on the aftermarket. Very, very well.
Yeah, I think so. Did you see? I saw a few people got like the wait list conversions.
Yeah, I did see that too. I think if you're on the wait list right now, I think your wait list might convert. Even more now that people are seeing some of these vlogger photos.
Look, if my wait list converted, I would for sure. I would cop it.
Yeah.
I would have to. I would want to see this in hand. So.
Look, Coors is a big Anakin fan, so Coors makes like Anakin edits on TikTok, and he's all about Anakin. And he's saying, "I was looking forward to this. The hair looks off to dark. I will wait for the dark side version." So he's even gonna wait. I know he wanted this one. He was willing to pay a little bit more But if he's willing to wait, I mean, it's not. I don't think it lived up to the hype. I feel like they should have at least came out with a sculpted version, so people would have been happy with that one, like they were with the Joker. Hey, I didn't like the Joker hair.
Or Jack Sparrow.
Sparrow.
Yeah. People loved having that option for the sculpted on that one. A lot of people would argue too that the sculpted was the better version. That price to value for that one. So
yeah. I see Rins is sending me all these photos. Let me see. Is there anything else that's dropping?
Doing comparisons.
He's doing comparisons. Okay, we can airdrop that one real quick if y'all want to. Let's see. I mean, this was on the thumbnail because I had a feeling after we saw those. You
called it, Joey.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of a given because. The crate was out there and everything. Everybody saw that crate of them. So here's kind of a side by side that Rins sent me. Shout out Rins. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get back to this. There we go. Can y'all see it? Y'all can see it, right?
Yeah.
So there it goes. Yeah. I mean, I like how he put them side by side like this because it's literally the exact same pose.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's a bit darker, and I can tell that what is that thing that they wear? Y'all know what it's called? Not the robe. They're tunic.
Yeah.
What it's called? That does not look like genuine. I could be wrong, but that does not look like genuine leather. That looks like the same exact one I have on my Dark Side Anakin.
Yeah, hard thing looking at this. I don't know what is actually accurate and what's not. So I'm only going off of how different either look, and it's the colors right now for me. That's what I'm noticing.
Yeah. I know the hair is significantly darker, but the overall image is darker.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the backdrop is darker. So the amount of light bouncing back at him is also going to be a lot less. There's certain points in the hair where I do see a little bit lighter. I'd be interested to see what it looks like in hand, because some of the parts of the hair do look lighter brown, and some of the parts in the original prototype look darker, closer to the shadows. Like if you look at the left side of his hair, it's pretty dark too in certain areas, so it just depends on the light also bouncing back because of the backdrop. That backdrop in the first one is bouncing back a lot of light because it's so much lighter, while the other one's eating up all the light.
I think that we need to get 33 to release the video.
It's dropping right now. It has to drop right now too.
I need to see it in hand.
I'll send him a message.
Tell him we're waiting on it. We had 16Q in here as well.
Probably sleeping.
His head looks bigger. Wonder if they did that to allow more space for the rooted hair.
One thing I do know, I feel like the hair length is longer too, right?
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I did. Okay. Well, we've talked about this a little bit already. Different head shape. Yeah, I think so too. If it looks a little bit longer, the head. But let me take this off. Take this off.
Sheesh.
Now we're back to where we were. Now we'll drop a few people, probably that wanted to see some Anakin stuff. But I did have this to talk about, but I guess not anymore, guys. So it's already here.
Hey, I do have a question for you guys, because I don't know this. So when Q said his head looks bigger, why don't they do that to allow more space for the rooted hair? Is that a thing?
I mean, it looked longer, so maybe with the hair flowing down, maybe if it looked too short, I don't know. I have no idea how engineering works or whatever, but
Joey is not in the design team. He's in the marketing team.
I don't think so though, Austin, because we've seen some pics of the Artisan Joker next to the normal sculpted head, and they pretty much look the same.
Good point.
Yeah.
Blur Dad Life's here. While I am out of the Star Wars game, so is Danny, as you can tell. Congrats to everyone who gets Anakin. Congrats
everybody.
Congrats. Also, to be fair, it's definitely not just Danny. I know lots of people who have kind of like tapped out of the Star Wars game. So he's not alone there.
Yeah, he's not. I
know there's a Danny army out there somewhere.
That's scary.
That is scary. I can only handle one.
It's like Invincible. Oh my God, Austin.
Sin, what is
multiverses of Danny's?
That is great.
What's up, Sin? I'm glad.
You're the strongest one. You know, because amongst those,
he's the Peter.
Invincible was the strongest
Peter
one.
Pool.
I'm Danny. The Peter Pool.
Yeah.
Why do I gotta be Peter Pool? Bro?
I don't think Danny liked that, Joey.
Hey, everybody liked him. Come on now.
He had a chain going down to his dick, bro. I don't got that. Nah, man. What if I wanted to be Danny Pool?
I mean, out of all of us, who would you think did that?
By the way, everybody, Copper Drop is rated R for excessive language.
We have
suggestive content.
And it is tonight.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Sin is here, so I guess he showed up right in time. How are you doing, Sin? I'm glad that I don't think I've seen your name much on here, but I'm glad that you came out and said hello and yeah. Why am I not seeing all the comments in the chat? Do I have two channels? I have no idea. You were asking me this. I have no idea. Moose. See, Danny was canon event to get out. Danny is the canon event. I do like Danny, honestly. He says it as it is, and see, that's why Danny's that character. We got to have somebody on here that kind of
balances it out.
Yeah. So
I am inevitable.
Last thing I kind of want to talk about.
Oh, perfect transition.
Is this is what we got, the Doomsday reveals. So that was kind of crazy. 5-hour stream. Of them going through, I think it was every 20 minutes showing another character that was going to be in the movie, and a lot of them that I don't really, the older X-Men's weren't really my thing, so I didn't know a lot of them, but there was a few I knew. I had, just so it's easier, I do have this picture up showing all the characters that will did my thing die? Oh no, here it is. That are all going to be in there. So let me move us out the way. Yeah, it's a lot.
It reminds me of that. Y'all remember that old school Expendables 3 trailer, like a teaser where it was just listing a bunch of names, just yeah. That's what
I absolutely do not remember the.
Dude, look into that, dude. It is one of the coolest little teasers because it's no line of dialogue. It is the best teaser trailer ever. It's just showing you who's in the fucking movie, and that's it. That's awesome.
Man, that does not surprise me though. That doesn't surprise me.
Where's my boy Wesley? Speaking of which, where's Wesley on this list?
I think there's a lot of people that they didn't list on here.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely not everyone. I mean, you got Tom Holland here, who is, it's inevitable he's going to be there.
Yeah,
and I mean, you're going to see Deadpool as well. I mean, in the MCU somewhere. So it's either going to be in this one or Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So
not to mention Daredevil's going to be here. Punisher's going to be here.
Didn't they announce this, or this might have been some internet article that had no gravitas behind it? Didn't they announce there's gonna be 65 named characters that we know?
I heard about 50 for sure. 50
I heard that it's gonna be the highest number of paid actors, and
that's a lot. How many
film?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they're gonna balance 50 characters in one movie like that.
So we know what's gonna happen here. This is definitely leading into an X-Men versus Avengers movie for sure. I don't know why you laughing, Austin. That's true, bro. Why the hell they bring it back to old school X-Men?
Hey, I saw a spoiler online.
Yeah, he's I already saw this behind the scenes.
It's and you're already accusing me of spoilers. No, man, no. I think it's definitely gonna be a X-Men versus Avengers storyline going on here.
Hey, this is what I was wondering too. Who the fuck is Bob? Who is that?
That's
Sentry. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. The one that's the Void, if you will.
Sentry.
Doctor Strange is not even here.
Yeah, and he's confirmed to be in the movie. So
there's a lot, and also if you guys, I know a lot of people are coming on here for Anakin. We already talked about Anakin And I do actually, I forgot to put up a poll, so I put it up now. Did Anakin live up to the hype? I put that poll up there.
We know what Danny's going to be voting.
I know, right?
I mean, that's quite the question. Regardless, lived up to the hype. I
did it.
Yeah, I think you got to see that shit in person, bro.
Okay, well,
I feel like you got it. I'm not even gonna get it. Probably.
I still put it though. So, all right. Sorry, I was reading the behind the scenes chat.
Yeah, I'm most excited about the X-Men in this.
Same here, man. Same here. 100%.
Especially Magneto and Xavier and Cyclops.
Nightcrawler, dude, come on. Let's go.
Our guy. What is up? 33.
We need some drops.
We need it. We need to see the Anakin.
We need some drops.
If you put it out right now, we'll pull it up. But I don't know if you are or not. So appreciate you being here. 33. We're gonna have 33 on at some point in the summer when you do get the summer showcase coming out and everything. So hopefully he'll be available to come on when all the drops are coming on and everything like that. You guys all know him. Make sure you check him out on Instagram and everywhere else he's on. He's on everywhere. So Figure Hideout, check him out. You guys, I don't even have to say that. You know who it is. But no Wolvie. That's weird too. Yeah.
Yet.
I feel like
it's going to be a two-part.
Yeah,
right? It's going to be a two-part. So I mean, they have to save some of the characters for part 2 as well. So I think that's where you probably will see the likes of the Deadpools, the Wolverines, and
I agree, Raph. And they also got to build up this marketing hype, right? They can't just blow their load right in the very beginning. And then there's no discussion points in the next coming months, right? This makes sense. This will give people a lot to talk about for the next several weeks or months.
Yeah.
When this comes out, we're literally a year away from this releasing. That's kind of crazy.
Wow, really? Actually, I don't think I realized the timeline for that.
Yeah, dude, this shit comes out next summer. So
yeah,
marketing is in full swing for this now.
Wanda has
to. Is it May? Is it their?
I believe it is May.
Okay.
It's in May of next year.
Yeah.
So they can make that whole movie in a year.
Well, I think they said they were going to film for 6 months, and then it's like 6 months of
post-production.
Post-production, yeah.
James Ian McKellen and Patrick.
Bro, that's gonna be insane.
Those are legends.
Those are goats right there, bro.
That's crazy how they're still going. So, what about Cyclops? How do y'all feel about that one? I know a lot of people were
fucking excited for that, man.
I love James Marsden. He has such a visually good look, and I'm a little biased. I grew up with the Fox movies, so I don't have I have a lot of nostalgia and good feelings about those. Even The Last Stand, I actually really enjoy. I definitely for sure acknowledge I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Some of the corny, cheesy stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I genuinely really like it, unironically. And I think James has such a great look. They just didn't utilize Cyclops well at all. They kind of made him a joke a bit for Wolverine in those movies, but I really hope he gets a good part in this. I hope we see him as a good team leader.
Yeah. Good, definitely. Man. Can you believe the original one 25 years ago it released?
Jeez.
Ooh, it was 2000. That's crazy.
I was born, man. Damn.
Jeez.
First X-Men is as old as me. Damn.
That's wild.
I know. I have to point out that I'm a child every stream.
Figure Hideout said, unfortunately, I didn't get this Anakin. Okay. So, sheesh.
Wow. 33. Somebody messed up and not sent it.
Yeah. We got it. We got
more people out there in the Danny army.
I'm going to have to put in a word to Hot Toys. I got you.
Yeah. I'll reach out to Howard Chan right now.
Figure Hideout. That's good, brother. I appreciate you joining the Danny army. All right. Appreciate it.
Hey, if you haven't got your hands on one, 33, I'll send you mine to do a review if you want. So,
whoa!
Or you can stay in the Danny.
And then just no, make sure you send it back though. But I'll send you because I know you'll do my
He blocks you. He's like, I don't know who this kid is.
If you can't, I know you got a lot of strings, so maybe you can. But if you can't, I got you. Let's see. Brian Singer, friend? Who's that?
That's the director of
the director
of some of the early X-Men movies. Who was a Harvey Weinstein kind of type.
In New Zealand, live in a play.
Waiting for Godot.
Oh,
that is awesome.
That's cool.
What's up, everyone? I don't like that Cyclops, and I need a real
Cylon.
old. Oh yeah, Cylon. Oh, I thought it said Cyclops. I was looking at the picture, and it said Cy.
Hey, Cylon, man, I've heard other people say the exact same thing, and I definitely understand it. The writing didn't really give them good justice either, especially if you're comparing it to like the animated from the 90s, man. Big difference.
Yeah. The initial trilogy was pretty much focused around Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Cyclops, unfortunately and unfairly, got the back seat. But
and the next 15 movies were about Wolverine too. Like they were all about Wolverine.
Yo, dog, 24 years later, still about Wolverine.
I'm saying, man. I'm saying. That's so fucking hilarious.
Dude, Deadpool said it himself, man. He is the X-Man. So.
Moose said 2010. Okay. Thanks, guys. I guess I'll just skip on this one and focus on other upcoming goodies. Okay.
See, I told you he's gonna stay in the Danny Army, bro.
I'm sure it's gonna be fire, man. I'm sure it's gonna be fire.
I'm sure too. Sheesh.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. Who are you most excited about on this?
That's a good question.
And then my next follow-up question would be, who are the two characters that you want to see their dynamic exchange? So, like, example, in Infinity War, when we got to see Star-Lord and Tony Stark have their like squabble, that was fun. You got to see that, or Star-Lord and Thor. Which two characters on this do you think will be fun?
They're not two characters on this, but these two interacting, give it to me, Hot Toys. You're blocking me, Joey.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Goofy.
Oh, my bad. Damn. Hold on. There you go. Hold on.
Okay.
These two, bro.
That'd be wild.
Could you imagine the comedy? Come on.
I bet Mystique ends up comic accurate. I doubt Rebecca wants to sit for hours of makeup again. Dang, I bet
she was a legend. She was a legend.
Yeah,
it was.
Ghetto Yoda, shout out to Ghetto Yoda, always here every week. Appreciate you. I just realized I don't know why now. Like these pictures are pulling up. Like even the profile pictures are pulling up like way more bigger than they usually do, and I can kind of see that is a Ghetto Yoda right there. So that's cool. I think that's like AI picture.
I think one of the deleted scenes were like commentary from the first X-Men movie. I think the actress.
I'm hoping for Renz.
The actress, her name is Rebecca that played Mystique.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She actually threw up blue. The paint that they put on her, the dye, it made her sick.
Oh my god!
Threw up blue.
Oh, shit.
Her body soaked up. I don't really know. I'm no biologist, we would say.
So she said, "Sign me up again."
A paycheck, I'm sure she would, man.
Yeah. Let's see. Deadpool, classic suits. What if the actors from the 2000s X-Men will be the X-Men from the Deadpool and Wolverine?
Dude, give me Cyclops in the blue and yellow, man.
Jim Lee is what I'm waiting for, bro. That is like for me the most exciting one, because it would translate to figure form for me, right? Like that's where I'm leading. Like that would be so dope, man. That's my childhood, but like really my childhood. That should have been my childhood,
For the past 20 years, they keep trying to update the suits and make it more modern or like quote unquote cool, right? Because like the idea is what we saw in comics doesn't exactly translate, or what we saw from the animation doesn't exactly translate. But with Deadpool and Wolverine, man, I think we learned something. Like, people are excited to see those kind of suits,
Yeah.
Who are you most excited to see, even if they're not listed on here? Who are you most excited to see in the movie? Let's start with Raphael. Is there somebody in specific you really want to see?
Yeah, look, I'm just so stoked to see Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen back in these roles. honestly, them interacting with any one of the Avengers, I mean, Loki himself, that would be fantastic. Thor, the possibilities are endless. I think the last row of characters that you have on screen, well, apart from Gambit being the new, well, Channing Tatum being the new Gambit, I think it's just going to be a treat to look at those last couple of characters, and a lot of the kids who are not familiar with them better start getting familiar, because I think that they're not just going to bring them in for a small sort of cameo role. I think they're going to be playing a significant role in this. So to answer you, I think it's the OG X-Men and any one of the new characters is going to be fire.
Yeah, I agree with that too, because kind of like with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, if I even see him interacting with anybody, it's wild. And to me, I mean, seeing a character I loved in my childhood interacting with the characters I love now, that's just so cool, I think.
Insane, bro. Insane.
And I can't imagine if it was from 25 years ago, which, I mean, Spider-Man is almost that old. But
for me, Patrick and Ian are probably really high on my list. Definitely loved the X-Men movies growing up. I definitely love those two actors as well. And also the sad part is they're getting to be quite a bit older. This will most likely be the last time that we see them in a massive movie like this. And the last time to play these characters. So I'm excited for a good last hurrah.
Yeah.
100%.
That's cool. Zio, anybody stand up?
Cyclops is what my favorite, that I've been waiting for. But the interaction that I would kind of like to see is, especially after X-Men 97, Magneto was just incredible. The dialogue he was given in that was just fire. So I'd really like to see an interaction or just somebody thought of Magneto and Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom. What both of them are what I would consider Omega level threats right there, man. And so I'd really, really want to know the conversation they would have, the ideas that they may clash with or that they may agree with, or the just them respecting each other's power. That to me is a different level of.
Well, I think the beautiful thing about that is we'll see what Magneto thinks if he feels like Doom's threatening mutants. We'll see what
man.
Will be.
Yeah,
I'll also say I'm curious about Namor as well. Too, I'm curious to see how a lot of these. What I'm really curious about are the power level differences, like with Nightcrawler, like what Danny was saying. One of the coolest openings in X-Men 2 with him in the White House. That's still goated. I'm curious to see how some of their powers translates. Namor is extremely strong, and I'm curious to see how he kind of stacks up next to some of these other heroes or villains.
Yeah, Danny, and I want to hear some of your thoughts. What do you think? Who are you most excited to see? Any interactions you'd like to see?
With this list, for whatever reason, I'm gonna just go on a random whim and say Nightcrawler and Red Guardian. It's like those random ass team ups that you wouldn't expect, but the moment that you see them have a conversation, you're like, that's funny.
The accents to be great too,
dude. Yeah, and Alan Cummings is a national treasure. I'm more or less excited. I know it's kind of selfish to say because the roster of characters here, but I'm more or less looking forward to seeing fucking Blade interact with some of these characters, Blade interacting with Thor, what the hell, you know what I mean? I want to see Blade's reaction to being like,
Danny, I can't wrap my head around that.
Exactly, right?
Thor, Love and Thunder, I can't see that right now.
This is why I should work for Marvel Studios, okay? Because think about it, okay? Blade and fucking M'Baku, dude, bro. I would literally cry just because of how. Now, Jazzy, that's a
good question. Yeah.
You already know, bro. We saw what happened with the in-game line. All right,
you're gonna get all
every single character. I guarantee you that this will be Hot Toys' biggest line yet.
Yeah,
easy.
This is gonna be that's kind of too scary to think about, and I'm happy I don't have to think about it right now.
Depends how good the movie is too, though. If it's
here's the thing, y'all. All right,
no, but also depends on the suits they give them, right?
I was about to say, it really depends because. I don't think everybody's gonna get a suit upgrade because that's way too many suit upgrades in my opinion.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of us probably already have a lot of the roster of characters that are gonna show up in their current form. Like I feel like Moon Knight will not get a costume upgrade.
How could they upgrade that though? You know,
you go to the black suit.
Easy, yeah. I was about to say, give him he has the most common look for him in the comics is like the white hood, but he has like the all dark face, but you just see the white eyes.
Yeah, I love that white suit, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Captain America is going to get a suit upgrade. That's for sure.
Captain America. You're talking about Sam Wilson, Captain America.
Sam Wilson. Well,
yeah. I was about to say because Chris Evans, we are forgetting, has been confirmed to appear in this movie. The Russo brothers confirmed that.
Good point. So, point to that.
And notice, Mark Ruffalo is nowhere to be found on this list.
He'll be in there for sure.
He'll be in there. As well as Daredevil and She-Hulk. They're all going to be there.
Well, we also have Hulk's son, Scar, right?
Austin's like, I want to see him.
I want to see
him. What about you, Raphael? Is there a character that really stands out that you'd like that as a hot toy?
For the OG X-Men line again. If that line drops,
shit!
That's like up immediately. Day one. That's it. A whole wall, a whole display.
Jeremy Casa.
Can we also like at least? I mean, you guys can comment on this for sure. They haven't missed with Magneto yet. You know, you had Ian McKellen crushed it, did a beautiful role, and then Fassbender.
Oh my gosh, that dude killed it too. I was
blown away, man. Yeah. Even in Dark Phoenix, right? Like, granted, not great. He's fantastic.
Yeah. People are bringing up a good point here. They're like, Thor will be like, what the hell happened to the Avengers? Ethan said Daredevil shouldn't be in the lineup. Look, dude, neither should, let me just look here. Neither should the Falcon. Neither should
the Falcon. That's all you had to say, honestly.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. A few of these other characters too, like Ghost. What the hell is she gonna do? Yelena. What the hell is Yelena gonna do against Doctor Doom, bro?
That's what I'm wondering, bro. Like how, like street level characters, how the hell are you gonna go against Doctor Doom?
A couple things. One, we for sure need characters that are gonna die off. I'm not saying that these individuals will. That's a real thing, right? So like,
hold on.
For us to feel like the gravitas of like Doom, they have to kill off some characters. Like that's going to be a real thing. Also, does this change the fact? I mean, I guess maybe no one's expecting anything out of Thunderbolts, but it for sure means that no one dies in Thunderbolts, right?
Yeah. It means Taskmaster's cooked, but everybody else is probably fine.
Oh, okay, good point.
But also, too, it's Marvel. They have been known to lie to you, and things are always subject to change.
We're also we're working with different timelines here, different universes. So,
well, not just that, but like in terms of the Thunderbolts, like
I don't think they're used the different Universal characters for.
I don't think that they're gonna flat out just spoil in the movie who's gonna die, because I feel like, let's just hypothetically said that they just announced that Yelena, Red Guardian, and Bucky were on the team, right? Everybody would automatically assume that John Walker, Ghost, and everybody else is dead. Okay, so I think that would probably hurt box office sales for Marvel, and I guarantee you that people like Ghost probably gonna bite the dust. I'm sorry, I don't see Ghost joining the cast that easily. I know they gave her a chair, but I don't mean shit.
Yeah. And then look at these that you have too. Look, you have this one. I don't think we saw this one on there.
Yeah, we're all confirmed to be in the movie, aren't we? Yeah.
I think so.
Medea's in the movie too. I heard Bluey was also making an appearance. Barney and his friends. Clifford, yeah.
Like we have this one. This one's straight from breaking news from Ren's Talentino. Let's see. Breaking news. We got this one.
20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Oh, well, yeah. Every 20 minutes, there's another one. Look at that one.
Shit.
Dang. Look at that one too.
Yeah, we in here. We in this bitch.
All right, Shia LaBeouf coming back and Wig.
That's that. You had to have Austin as the last one.
Oh.
Shout out Renz.
Shout out to Renz, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Ethan's saying he's tired of Marvel Studios putting people in the movie for the sake of the wow factor and has nothing related to the story. Well, first off, Ethan, I understand your concerns.
Big Rib. What is it, Big Rib?
I get it, bro. But we haven't seen the movie yet. And also, we haven't seen the fucking movie yet. But also, mostly, all right, most of all, I feel like this probably does serve as a story, right? Because if you read the comics, you know that this is going to turn into Battle World. Dr. Doom is going to do something that pisses off the Avengers and the X-Men to make them fight each other. Like, I feel like this will be a mix of Civil War and Infinity War into one movie, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, I definitely don't disagree, Danny. But we also have to talk about, like, they've had several failures on Marvel's end as of recent, right? And there's a lot.
Make $1 billion.
There's a lot of investment.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
There's a lot of investment in this one. So, like, if they have to kind of show characters of the past that brings people to theaters. If they market it as just the current adventures, you know, I don't know how well that does on its own. But granted, we knew what to expect going into this movie. We knew it was going to be a lot of people, a lot of things. So yeah, I guess I do see it.
Yeah.
So he's like, it's a waste of my fucking Doomsday right there.
It better be at least 2.5 hours. It better be.
Bro, this thing needs to be 2. Yeah, man, like 3. Like
how long was Infinity War?
I think like 2.5 as well. No,
it was 2 hours and like 40 minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
2 hours 40 minutes. It didn't feel like it.
See, it didn't because it was fucking good.
If they can match that runtime and make it feel that way, oh, that's fantastic.
They will. It's the Russo brothers. That's why Marvel brought them back, because they're like, look, we need to win. We need you guys to recreate that lightning in a bottle, please. That's 100% what's going on here. Because remember, originally they had the Shang-Chi director doing this movie.
I feel like a lot of these characters are gonna bite the dust. Like I think somebody said that as well. That's where I got it from.
Definitely Austin Nicholas, definitely Danny Parks, Joey Salvato. They're all
gone. Yeah. Who said that? I forget who said that.
I did. I mean, because it makes sense, right? Because you have to demonstrate the power of Doom, or like the severity of what we're watching. I mean, that was the beautiful thing about an Infinity War leading into Endgame. Right?
Austin, if he kills the original X-Men in the first 5 minutes,
bro,
I'm gonna be pissed, bro.
They kill him off and they bring in
a lot of people.
They kill off Ian and Patrick, or Ian and Patrick. And they bring in like Fassbender and what's his face.
Oh my god!
A lot of people don't like RDJ. I mean, I guess I just like anything RDJ, so I'm fine with him being in there.
But the most likely to die in this lineup, though,
probably Magneto.
Wait, Danny. Wait. When you say most likely to die, are you talking about like realistically, or like what will like power level wise? Like what makes sense?
Man, you know this shit ain't run by power levels. It's just whatever the writers want to happen.
I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Genuinely, I feel like Bucky is probably going to bite the dust. That's Sebastian Stan has been with the Marvel Studios since 2011. So I can definitely...
Would that make you feel like something? Well, who would, if someone was to die, who
Bucky would be an amazing one.
Thor would have to die.
Thor would be a good one. Yeah.
Thor would be the biggest one out of this list, I feel like, outside of the original X-Men. Fucking Loki died like 50 times, bro. Like nobody else. Like it would be Thor, even
Ant-Man, even I could see. Yeah.
So
and to be fair, if they killed one of the original X-Men, would it hit as much for the major fan base of the MCU who grew up at a young age that didn't watch that? I feel like it has to be somebody that we all kind of circle around back to, and I feel like Thor could be that character.
Carlos, I'm liking this because the X-Men wouldn't hit as much because we would kind of already assume that, you know, maybe going forward that we're not going to see them, right? Those plans. And honestly, they're probably going to have to change it up with Thor's character going forward anyway. So killing him off and bringing on a new Thor is probably best bet. You know, we've seen that with all the others, like what's her, like the Black Widow chick, Mantle of Captain America, and the others. That makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah.
I figured that.
Well, I guess we'll wrap it up there, guys. Appreciate everybody for coming on. That was a good little end of the discussion. We had a nice talk about Avengers and everything, and got to see Anakin as well. So if you are still in here, make sure to hit that like button. I did still have this chat up. There's 34 votes on this if you want to vote real quick. But I'm going to end it 3, 2, 1. And the poll is Artisan Anakin live up to the hype. 50% said yes. 50% said no. So we don't know. Dang, that's wild.
That sounds like the Star Wars base in general. So
yeah,
it's not a surprise.
Yeah, so 50-50 on that. Yeah. Also, I'm going to ask you guys if y'all have anything coming up on the channel. Raphael, you got anything you want to let people know? I'm going to put your Instagram down there in the comments so people can go over there and follow you. And if you got anything you want to share.
No, thanks, Joey. Yeah, and I'll just be putting out some more, working on a Jack Sparrow one at the moment, trying to do something new there, and trying to do something a bit different with him. So that's my project to start tomorrow. I've conceptualized kind of what I want to do, but I got a few more photographs that I've taken of Deadpool invading a couple of other universes as well. So I'll be posting that up soon. And but thanks, guys. It was a pleasure being on the show, and appreciate the support all the time and the shout outs. And I must say, to create YouTube content, Joey, and I mean, to all of you, I know your reviews are phenomenal, and I know the time it takes that goes into that. So I think it's not always appreciated by everyone who can who watch it, but I know the amount of time that goes into that. So big respect to all you guys doing that. So yeah.
Very kind of you, Raphael. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys as well, man. Enjoyed being here.
Yeah, I'm glad that you had a good first experience. It was really fun. It was very, very fun.
Thanks, guys.
Jordan, Jordan, we talked about that a little bit earlier. If you want to go back, we kind of, some of us, you'll have to go back and look at it. Zio, you got anything coming up you want the people to know?
Bro, I don't have a picture for tomorrow because I was so busy working this week, but I did get a new figure that I'll be unboxing soon, so stay tuned for that. It's not a fan favorite, but I got such a sweet deal on it. It's crazy, bro. Insane. So shout out to Sideshow Seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know which one. Danny, that display is looking better and better every week. It looks like everybody got a haircut besides me. But anyways.
I missed this week. Gotta go Saturday.
I didn't do Talking Born Again this week. It's been a rough week for me. But I will resume doing Talking Born Again next week. I also did
You got some new figures.
Since last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See it behind you.
Moon Knight? Yeah, I got Moon Knight. I don't remember if Mark V was last week or not. But I got some new figures, and I'm still building out my Hall of Armor. I'm trading Carlos soon. One of those armors up there that is not in the Hall of Armor will be traded off to Carlos for another Marvel character that's missing from the display.
What I do next?
Who might die?
Who might die? That'll be great. I have a lot of dead characters on the shelf.
He's a politician now, so.
What else? I did an amazing, so much fun with Joey, Iron Logan, and Zord Photography. We ranked all the Iron Mans ever released from Hot Toys in a game show style stream the other day on, I believe it was Monday night, and now here we are Thursday. So if you didn't go check that out, please go give that a watch. That was a lot of fun.
Danny, can I comment on that?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
I even told you I wasn't going to watch that. I wasn't going to watch the live stream.
Yeah.
And I watched the entire live stream. And what he doesn't, I always say I don't really know the marks, because if you say a certain mark, I can't tell you the scene or the movie. It's from the way you guys did the live stream. It was super easy for a casual Iron Man fan. I love Iron Man. I just don't know all the marks, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to keep up with, and the cool thing is I learned a lot while listening to you guys pick apart the suits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Iron Logan. I mean, I called Danny, kind of telling him I've now realized this and this, the certain of the suits. It just wasn't clicking before. So
when you put them side by side too, you can tell as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah, you guys had him side to side, but you guys also like picked him apart too, explaining why. And that helped somebody like me quite a bit. So
yeah. That was a lot of fun, and I'm glad like people like Austin and a lot of other people seem to enjoy it. It's doing pretty well on the algorithm right now, so please go like that video. Also, I announced at the end of that stream that the next ranking that we're going to be doing, and all previous members from that last stream will be returning with some new members, including possibly Austin Nicholas down there. We will be ranking every single Spider-Man this time, not Iron Man, but Spider-Man this time.
That's going to be a little bit bigger.
That's going to be a little bit bigger. That's going to be a lot of suits. It's going to be a lot of Spider-Man. So we're going to hop into the Spider-Verse and probably up. I said we want to do that in May, so stay tuned. Wait out another month. And what Austin? What we should?
No, we'll talk about it. I'm busy.
Copper Drop on Thursdays at 9 p.m. CST. Please go subscribe to Raphael, dude. Nice to fucking meet you. I need to commission something from you, dude. Go subscribe to Joey. Go subscribe to Reverse Zio and Austin Nicholas. Subscribe to me if you feel like it. You don't have to. It'd be nice. You don't have to. DK, come on in.
Yeah.
DK, come on in, brother. We'd love to have you.
Austin, anything you want to share?
Man, I'll make it super fast. I got a couple new figures in. I'm changing up the room a bit, but more importantly, go subscribe to Raphael's YouTube or Instagram. I put
it in the comments if you guys want to. Somewhere in here. I don't know, but
thanks so much, guys.
Oh, and it's in the description if you want to as well. Everybody's stuff is in the description. For me, I just randomly do stuff. So I do got this Spider-Man 2 video game, Venom, that I probably will be reviewing next, unless Anakin somehow was already here at my doorsteps in a few weeks. I have John Wick to review, and another Revan to review. I don't know if I'm gonna do full reviews on them or just shorts. So stay tuned.
Joey's been cranking these reviews out, man.
Shout out Gabriel, man. He let me borrow them for some reviews, show you guys some up close pictures. But my camera lens, my very expensive camera lens, did break live last week. So if you want to see that live of it breaking, you're gonna have to look through the stream. So
that one hurts, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be without a macro lens for a little bit, but I gotta find a way. But anyways, just random pictures I'm uploading, fun stuff over there. So make sure to check out everybody. Subscribe, hit the like button on the way out. It's very much appreciated. And Raphael, you don't have to leave right away. You'll still be backstage. I have to say that for new people because some people will just leave. But we'll see you backstage. Let's
and some people are just calling it a night. They're like, all right, I'm done talking to y'all. This is a good night.
All right, let's end it. All right, we'll see y'all later.
Good night.
Peace.